Hello, this is question 6 on your 2018 paper from Edexcel. The AES paper is a modeling with quadratic questions. So you have a company makes a particular type of children's toy and the profit is given by this quadratic here. Yeah, so this is the profit in terms of X, which is selling price. Yeah, and the profit, be careful, is in thousands of pounds. And the price of the toy in pounds. A sketch is given here. So this is your function for the price. Using the model, explain why £15 is not a sensible selling price for the toy. So we should find these 2 points to have an idea of what's happening. And those 2 points are the roots of my quadratics. So we are going to find that first. So for A, I'm going to find the roots. I'm going to see when the profit is 0. So this is equal to 0, which means x minus 9 squared is going to be 100 divided by 6.25, which is 16. So if I square root that, I have x minus 9 is plus minus 4, and I have two prices, 9 plus 4, which is 13, and 9 minus 4, which is 5. So these 2 points are 5 and 13. And x is the price of the toy, which means that if the price of the toy is less than 5 or more than 13, the profit is negative. So they are not getting any money with the toy. And that's why if you get £15, the profit would be negative, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so it's not a sensible selling price because the profit would be negative. They could have a loss instead of a profit. Yeah, for £15, profit is negative, so loss, not sensible. Yeah. Then, given that the company made an annual profit of more than £80,000, find accordingly to the model the least possible selling price for the toy. If you check, so if you see the quadratic, this is written as completed squared, right? Which means our maximum here is when x is 9 and is going to be 100. So this value here is when x is 9 and is going to be 100. That's the maximum profit. And they are asking us when the profit is 80, what is the price of the toy? Yeah, and I'm going to have two possible prices, this one and this one, but they say the minimum, I think, no? The least possible selling price. So I'm going to find when profit is 80,000, substitute here, find the two values of x, and I'm going to choose the smallest one. Yeah. So remember that P is in thousands of pounds. So instead of writing 80,000 here, I'm going to write 80. 80 equals to that. So for B, I'm going to write the profit as 80, and I have 100 minus 6.25, x minus 9 squared. And I'm just going to solve this for x. So I have 20 or 6.25 x minus 9 squared is going to be 20, which means x minus 9 squared is going to be 20 by 6.5, which is 6.25, which is 3.2, which means x is going to be 9 plus minus root 3.2. Yeah, from these two values, the smallest is 9 minus root 3.2. When we do this with the calculator, we get 7.211 something. It needs to be in pounds, so I need to round to two decimal places, and 7.21 is not enough for 80. So because I know you will try to round down because this is smaller than 5, but with 7.20 or with 7.21 you won't get this profit. You will be super close, but it won't be enough. So we need to round up even if it's closer to the 7.21. Does it make sense? So this is the smallest price. And then the next thing they say is the company wishes to maximize the annual profit, start the maximum possible annual profit and the selling price. And that's the maximum that we found here. So the maximum annual profit is £100,000 and the selling price should be 9. Yeah, because it's the maximum of the quadratic. So the maximum profit is £100,000. And the toy price for that should be £9. Yeah, that's when we maximize the profit. And that's all with this question.